It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. And our coverage tonight will be coming to you from Milwaukee, where the Bucks will be going up against the New York Knicks. For New York, they've only come out in front in one of their first 3 games so far, so a win tonight will be important to them, to be at 500 instead of 3 games under. And tonight, guys, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Let's decide on a nickname once and for all. Big fella, you going with the alphabet or the Greek Freak?
Greek Freak is catchier, but as he gets better, he'll become a super freak, like my main man Joel from high school.
Yes.
He was a freak.
Yes. He may soon be calling him the perennial MVP.
I think Greek Freak has a better ring to it.
Yeah, I do too. But if you think, a lot of teams passed on this guy. I know what they're saying to themselves. You know what they're calling themselves? Dummies.
Oh,
That's a good one.
that was quick. And now we go to Kevin Harlan as they get ready for the opening tip.
Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. For the Bucks, they continue their stretch of home games, and there's certain to be some disappointment because of the injury to Brook Lopez.
Well, when he got hurt in that last game, the hope was that it wouldn't be too serious, but we now know that's not the case. You really just wish him all the luck in the world in terms of his rehab.
Yeah, this is the hardest part of the game. Hate that it sounds like he's out for an extended period of time. Our thoughts certainly go out to the young man.
And before we get going, let's hear from David Aldridge on the sideline. David?
Well, guys, Giannis Antetokounmpo is the Bucks' first All-Star since Michael Redd back in 2004. Now, the lefty Redd said, "I've never seen anybody like him. It's almost like he's from another planet. It won't be hard for him to attract talent here. I just want a ring when they get a ring." Kevin?
And the Bucks just one title back in 1971. DA, thank you. One of the interesting storylines of this young season, Brent Barry, the surprising early development of a couple rookies in the league.
Early development of rookies is a great thing for a young team because all of a sudden somebody's taking the reins. And I think coaches always appreciate when a rookie comes in, he does the work in the offseason, all that work starts to pay off. But now rookies tend to start looking towards somebody else, or the team starts looking towards that young player as somebody who may be able to handle and carry the weight of the franchise for a little while.
It'll be the Knicks off the tip. All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. Setting the floor for the Knicks. Ntilikina and Lee are in the backcourt. Knox out there with Vonleh. And it's Cantor in at the 5, roaming the paint.
And always feels good to get on the board first.
Yeah, this is going to be a very interesting contest. If you look at the competitive matchups out there tonight, we're in store for a good one.
Antetokounmpo. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Here's Ntilikina. Over in the corner, Lee. Cantor finds Lee. Shot clock at 5. Takes a 3. Ilyasova comes up with the rebound. Here's Bledsoe, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
Well, Middleton right now staying aware of where his teammates are and hitting them when they're open.
To the middle. And there's Enes Kanter on the assist by Lee.
And where's the help? Obviously, a missed rotation, something they're going to want to patch up.
Well, you have to be able to trust each other on the defensive end of the floor. Otherwise, the whole thing is just going to crumble.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Bledsoe. Trying his luck deep. That shot, no good. So New York will take it the other way. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
And unfortunately for them, they just ran into a hot shooting team and really had no answers.
This is what happens when you take nothing away defensively, just too inactive in this game on that end of the floor.
And stolen by Ilyasova.
Ill-advised pass on that one, guys. I mean, he had to know there was a man there in position to get that turnover.
The Knicks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Passes it to Ntilikina. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Ntilikina's got his first 2 points.
Fleshing out his offensive game over time, Ntilikina wants to keep improving in the paint.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Middleton. Antetokounmpo with the ball. Against Indiana, he was really on his game. Milwaukee shooting their first free throw tonight. And the free throw no good, but they'll get the ball back here. Brent being disruptive, forcing turnover, something the Knicks couldn't do last season.
Yeah, last year, 29th in the league in steals. The roster was more big than quick last year, so unable to extend some of their pressure because of the way that they played. It makes it hard to fire up some of that transition offense if you're not getting out there and getting steals.
And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Yeah, still moving a little bit when he set that screen. He'll argue that he was set, but I really didn't think so.
No, that's a good call. Just keep arguing with the officials because they change that call all the time. Not.
Here's Ntilikina. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Boston. Cantor's shot is off. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Left side, Antetokounmpo. Lee against Middleton. 6 to shoot. Bledsoe for 3. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
And right now they're like a light switch in the off position. 1 of 5 so far, not an ideal start.
And so Antetokounmpo looking over it. Ilyasova passes to Middleton. A beautiful reverse layup.
Chris Middleton has the size in this league that you need to finish on the inside. Way to get that one up quick.
Pass to Knox. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. And Cantor now top the key. Here's Lee. The teardrop falls in.
Courtney Lee staying calm right there under some pressure and a capable scorer.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Now here's Henson. No points in the game yet for him. Outside, Antetokounmpo. High, arcing shot. Bledsoe for 3. Ntilikina with the rebound.
Right now he's just out of sync. A lot of shots rimming out, and he's got to try to find something different.
Vonleh kicks to Ntilikina. Tries yet again, and it's good on the way in.
And that's the passion coach wants to see from Vonleh. Not only does he crash the boards, he goes right back up to score.
Now here's Antetokounmpo, guarded closely. Battles through traffic and lays it in.
How about that move? Is this guy special or what? Just love watching him operate inside.
Ntilikina kicks to Vonleh. Here's Knox. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Boston. Here's Cantor. And Henson pulls it down.
Well, the D did their job there. Excellent contest to alter the close ranger.
And good that time.
To leave a guy like that wide open from range, big mix-up.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
That reach is just ridiculous. Giannis easily beating everybody to the ball and then sends it back.
Ntilikina kicks Vonleh, stolen by Henson. An even 3-on-3 break. The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. That one off the back iron and out. Lee dishes to Vonleh. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Yeah, he might not be the biggest guy out there, but he's willing to rip that rim off.
Here's Ntilikina. Guarded by Bledsoe. Ntilikina kicks to Lee. Here's the floater. Rebounded by the Bucks. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
And you know what? Up against a weak defense, they were allowed to do pretty much whatever they wanted.
Yeah, what I like, though, besides that, is that they just didn't settle for it, because weak defenses, you could take bad shots. That's not what they did here tonight.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Tony Snell's checked in for Ilyasova. Malcolm Brogdon comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Eric Bledsoe. The Knicks also changing it up. Mario Hezonja's checked in for Knox. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Lee. And Trey Burke subbed in for Frank Ntilikina. And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. With today's superstars often joining forces, Brent, we hear some retired legends saying they wanted to beat their rivals, not join their rivals. What do you think?
I saw a lot of joining going on from some of the guys who make those comments, Kevin. So that sort of stuff just eludes me as to where it's coming from. This league has always been dominated by teams that have at least two, if not three, upper echelon
superstar players.
Superstar players that end up winning titles. So it's happening now. It happened then. It will continue to happen.
Now here's Burke. Three-pointer. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
He might not have the long range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
And there's the foul. It's on Tony Snell. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
Burke looking over the floor, over Dellavedova, and that one's good. Burke. And now a 4-point New York lead.
His release is just so smooth from the mid-range.
Here's Antetokounmpo to the inside. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. That's on Enes Kanter.
More and more, it's about the maturation process of Giannis and his game, learning now how to sell defenders with pump fakes.
The first free throw is good.
You think about a coach looking into the eyes of one of his players and telling him to match up with Giannis Antetokounmpo and all the things that he brings to the table. That's a long night of restlessness before you match up. Press up on him, he'll blow by you. In transition, he's at the rim in 2 dribbles. Tough to stop that kid.
Both free throws good from Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo covers so much ground, Brent. He can almost go the entire length of the court in 2 dribbles.
Well, once he gets around towards the rim, his reach can make it seem like defenders aren't even there. Not just one defender, but multiple defenders. So it's unfair already, and you add that athleticism to what he can do. Wow, unstoppable offensive force.
The shot by Brogdon, no good. The Knicks with the lead. Hardaway with a wide-open look. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
Well, it's really important for Tim Hardaway Jr. to find some more consistency from the three-point line. Well, passing is something he does very well, especially when it comes to leading his man to the right spot.
Now here's Burke, defended by Dellavedova. Burke finds Hardaway. Lets the three fly. Rebounded by Snell. For Milwaukee, they've gone 7 of 15 from the field to this point. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way. And where have the shots been coming from tonight? Here's a look broken down by paint, mid-range, and three-point shot attempts so far for the Knicks.
And the three-point shot above the break has become a popular shot in the league, but not for them tonight. They're passing that one up and just trying to get their offense from closer to the hoop.
And now, here's Hazonia. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Boston. Hardaway from outside. That doesn't go either for Hardaway.
Man, it just hurts to miss shots like this. Mentally, you question yourself, and it can affect your confidence.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down. And Malcolm Brogdon, the son of a lawyer and a college dean, no less. His maturity and thoughtfulness certainly reflect that upbringing.
And it's tied up with that one. And with the way Brogdon conducts himself, some teammates call him, Greg, the president.
Yeah, he has an air about him. That he has that leadership quality and has a goal to create an NGO to alleviate poverty and hunger in developing nations. Who knows? Politics might not be out of the question for this young man.
The Knicks shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
2 shots.
Shooting 2.
No good on the free throw. Aside from one recent year, we've seen plenty of coaching changes. When teams come up short, do you think that position maybe gets too much blame?
Probably, and coaches know that's exactly what they're in store for once they sign a contract
And
to coach
paid that
a team.
kind of money.
Yeah, all of a sudden they know that what happens on the floor, the end result is going to be whether or not I coach this team the next year and the year after and the year after. Interesting cycle of things that happens, though, Kevin, is when changes are made in a front office around the league. Sometimes the managers want to put in a coach where they feel either a little bit more comfortable with or a style of basketball that they're more comfortable with. And sometimes the success on the floor for the coach has no bearing on whether or not he's going to keep his job.
Right.
Because management would like to see a different product out there. So they become a victim sometimes of upper management movement and sometimes are removed from being the head coach.
Good thoughts. Here's Burke. Giannis Antetokounmpo making his last shot. Hardaway, no good. Here's Antetokounmpo. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Dellavedova. Now it's a 4-point Bucks lead. New York with the ball. Hazonia kicks to Hardaway. They get a hand on it. Hazonia, the pass to Burke. Just 5 on the clock. Hardaway doesn't go for him. And Milwaukee will come the other way.
Yeah, this is a terrible start for him, and it has to be weighing on him.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to go on Trey Burks.
It's weird to say it, but the sheer length of Giannis can put the defense in a really bad position. So hard to defend without fouling.
That one is off. And Brent, you look at Giannis Antetokounmpo's slashing game, standing, maybe a hair under 7 foot tall. How do you even put it into words?
Well, it's hard to imagine a more perfect frame for today's game in terms of getting in transition, having a versatile offensive game, putting it down, getting to the rack. The one thing that we're anxious to see is whether or not Giannis will develop the type of range from the three-point line that makes it respectable. Other than that, he's pretty much unstoppable. Amazingly, the Bucks, one of the slower teams in the league last season in terms of their pace. And when you're talking about a team with tremendous length and athleticism, you think that maybe speed would come along with it and that they get out and thrive in transition. Not the case last year.
And now, here's Hezonja. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. No good on that one.
Well, he's gotten shots up, but they're not finding the rim. The squad's suffering because of it right now. A bit out of rhythm.
And the Bucks, still a top 10 offense last season, got to the line in bunches.
It got to the line, got into the interior, got into the paint, but their outside shooting is still a concern, Kevin. When you're down a lot of points and you need to stretch out the defense to come back in games, it's not something that they could do last year. So maybe looking to pick up a few guys on their roster to help expand the three-point shooting game.
That's good from Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, you just have to be more disciplined. I mean, too many fouls and free throw attempts for the opponent.
And the Knicks making a change here. Baker's checked in. And so he makes both from the line.
And they've been the more physical team offensively, seeking contact, looking to score in the lane, and getting to the line.
Now here's Moutier. He's tightly guarded to halt the run. Jump shot is good. Moutier's got his first 2 points of the night.
You could put those handles on an 18-wheeler there. Strong from Moutier, and the ball on the road again.
And that one's good, Brogdon.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now here's Moutier. Hezonja on the wing. Cantor inside, working on Henson. Vonleh kicks to Moutier. Second shot opportunity. No good off the front iron. Here's Milwaukee now. They're on a 17-6 run. And that one's good, Brogdon.
Well, a great job by Brogdon there. Terrific at shooting off the dribble and finding some balance.
Knicks trail by 9. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
The pass to Hezonja. Right block shot. Rebound, Milwaukee. And here is Antetokounmpo.
And jumping out like this, man, you automatically start thinking blowout.
Up by double digits already and no sign of let up.
Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Milwaukee Bucks. What an amazing quarter. There was absolutely no stopping him. We've got more in store for you right after this. And pronouncing Giannis Antetokounmpo's name correctly has been a challenge for many, something he discussed before today's game.
The worst I've ever heard was my rookie year. A guy called me Antetokounmpo, and Kounupi in Greek means mosquitoes. So he basically said anti-mosquito.
And the mosquito, definitely not a good comparison for Giannis.
Yeah, more like a condor. But that last name certainly has a lot of people looking for nicknames.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. Guys, we've seen the Bucks really take control here early.
Through that first one, they've turned this thing into a track meet.
Love the pace they're playing with. Anytime you can get your offense going without the defense setting up, got a huge advantage.
On the court for the Knicks, they've got Enes Kanter, Baker out there with Emmanuel Mudiay. Then it's Hezonja, and it's Knox in at the 4 slot.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Connaughton kicks to Antetokounmpo. Swiped it away. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Out left to the wing. Passes it to Mudiay. Shot clock at 6. Here's Hezonja. No good on that one. Now the Bucks take it the other way.
Yeah, this has been a night where you could look at his shooting and his performance, and it's affected the team. That's the bottom line.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Henson finds Antetokounmpo. The fader. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
That jump shot looking better and better from Giannis. When he gets in a rhythm, becomes dangerous.
Mudiay looking around. Pass to Kanter. Hezonja with the ball. And the basket is good. Bucks leading by 14. Antetokounmpo passes to Brogdon. Here's Connaughton. Antetokounmpo up top. Makes it off the glass. Antetokounmpo's got 4 points this quarter.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Hezonja up top. Good on the 13-footer. Hezonja's got his second bucket tonight.
All right, he's got to quit while he's ahead. He got away with it there, but the crossover usually gets him into a bit of trouble.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. 25 points for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
Malcolm Brogdon, a second-round pick. He won the Rookie of the Year in 2017. And maybe we shouldn't have been surprised at all. In Virginia, he was the ACC Player of the Year and the ACC Defensive Player of the Year. Solid foundation coming into the league.
Courtney Lee, he's checked in for Mario Hezonja. Stolen by Middleton. And it's the Bucks on the break. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
He's having a night right now. Credit to the shooting touch, helping his team with the lead.
And Chris Middleton, 2 seasons ago, tore his hamstring completely off the bone. I mean, he's come back and hasn't missed a beat. One of the most well-rounded players you'll see.
One shot.
And Chris Middleton with maybe, Greg, his best season yet in 2017-18.
It just seems like he gets better every year. A former second-round pick, now all-star caliber. He's worked extremely hard, stayed in the lab, and now we're seeing the results.
And that's good from Antetokounmpo on the assist by Middleton. Middleton's got 3 assists now in this one. And it's Mudiay with the ball. He brings it up for the Knicks. They get to take on the Heat at Miami after this one. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. Kanter again to Ilyasova. Here's Mudiay. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Well, you can see the confidence in Mudiay there on that move and still gets that shot to drop in after contact. What's interesting about Mudiay is how cavernous the gap is between the strengths and weaknesses that he has. On the plus side, he creates shots for himself, but how many of those shots is he actually going to make? The other part about his game, though, is his distribution is pretty solid. So if he plays in the pick and roll, he can find teammates.
Another thing about Moutier, really good on-ball defender. That marks him.
Well, a better defender when his man's in front of him and not as good at chasing guys through screens. He seems to either get bumped off route or try to take shortcuts that cost him. But offensively is where it is he needs to just be better at decision-making and get that jump shot to be more consistent.
Frank Ntilikina is checked in for the Knicks. Now, here's Antetokounmpo. 30 points in the game. And they double up Antetokounmpo. Shot clock at 5. Here's Bledsoe. And Lee pulls it down. Knicks trail by 18 to the left side wing. New York moving it around. Here's Ntilikina. Pass to Knox. Over onto Antetokounmpo. Knox misses. Bucks leading by 18. To the middle. Here's Ilyasova. And Ilyasova throws it down.
And when Ilyasova gets in at the rim, the only thing that's on his mind is how he can finish on a play like that.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Kicks it to Bledsoe. Here's Connaughton. Now, Antetokounmpo. The shot by Middleton. Wide open. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Feeds it to Cantor. Great D that time from Middleton.
Wow, just in shock that he missed that layup. Not a lot of defense there.
And Bledsoe, here we go. That one's good. Maybe that'll get him going after a 2-for-6 start.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Ntilikina passes to Knox. Over onto Antetokounmpo. Knox misses. Milwaukee's gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. And Antetokounmpo with the basket on the assist from Eric Bledsoe. 32 points for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
New York calls timeout, and this is the first season matchup for them against this Milwaukee team.
Yeah, and a 4-game season series between these two. Both will be looking to set the tone tonight.
And let's hope for a heated matchup in this first game between them, because a close one tonight ensures we'll have 3 more good games down the road.
Tony Snell's checked in for Milwaukee. Matthew Dellavedova comes in for Pat Connaughton. The Knicks also changing it up. Longley's checked in for Enes Kanter. Hardaway comes in for Lee. And Trey Burke subbed in for Baker.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Snell dishes to Dellavedova. No good with the triple. For New York, they've gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. Knox drilled from 11 feet out. Knox has got his second bucket tonight. They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
Snell finds Middleton. Vonleh with the rebound. Vonleh's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Ntilikina. The pass to Vonleh. In the corner, Hardaway with it. Clock at 4. Rebounded by the Bucks.
Trying to shoot his way out of this slump, but thus far, not working.
Yeah, I hope it hasn't gone to his head. He may be trying too hard at this point.
Eric Bledsoe, at one point, Brent, maybe the best defender in the league at the point guard position, multiple knee surgeries later. Where do you think he stands now?
I think there's been some regression from what he could do athletically, Kevin. So now you have to start to rely on your skill. His offensive game has grown a little bit, and he's around a superstar. That should make it easier to set up some opportunities where he could be more consistent offensively, especially shooting the basketball.
And he can't get the first one.
Bledsoe, so athletic and so explosive. He just continues to get better in a lot of areas out on the floor.
Good on the second free throw. You look at the Knicks free agent signings, Brent, haven't been so great over the past few seasons.
Yeah, a lot of that's been due to major injuries. When you sign veteran guys and you're in a situation where you're hoping to win now or get to the playoffs, there's a risk that comes with that. So that cap management for the Knicks, it's been a tricky game and one they've come up on the short end on.
And so it's Bledsoe. He brings it up for Milwaukee. He kicks it to Dellavedova. Now here's Ilyasova. D right on him. From 12 feet out. And stolen by Burke. Hardaway goes in. And Middleton with the block.
Well, the long arms of Middleton getting up there on defense and throwing that one away.
Knox misses.
Yeah, tough with his shot so far off right now. They're going to have to tap someone else to step up until he finds it.
Shooting guard Tony Snell, Brent, breaking through as a start of the last couple seasons with the Bucks.
Finally got a long-term contract so he can settle into having a long career in this league. And I think last year handled himself well between being a starter, then coming off the bench, and just being asked to get out there and knock down some threes along with playing some solid defense.
Two shots.
That's good from Snell. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. The Milwaukee Bucks looking to move the needle with their new head coaching hire. If you're in that role, Brent, what changes do you make?
Well, I think the team just needs to find a little bit better cohesion on the defensive end. They tried a lot of things schematically last year that I don't think they were as connected as they needed to be there. And as far as personnel goes, they're really lacking some consistency from outside on the perimeter, their perimeter shooting. I know Tony Snell had a decent year, but there's not a lot of three-point attack from the Milwaukee Bucks. It makes it tough for them to score.
Bledsoe left side. Vonleh with the rebound. Vonleh's got 7 rebounds in the game.
Hey, even though he's been off, the team's still winning, so the hope is that he's going to get going.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Henson's checked in. New York's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Burke kicks to Vonleh. Left side Hardaway. To the wing on the left. New York moving the ball around. Clock at 6. Stolen by Dellavedova. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And a look now at the various locations of the shots taken so far for Antetokounmpo.
Well, this is what you wanted to see from him. I mean, he's not settling for anything and is going right at the defender, taking the ball to the rim whenever he can. And the attitude he's had on offense is keeping his team flying around as his energy is contagious out there right now.
He's off on the first.
And guys, you have to be able to knock down your free throws. Struggling with that this quarter. Good way to let your opponent back in the game.
Mario Hezonja's checked in for Ntilikina. And he's good on the second.
Well, the Bucks, this is a franchise that for a long time just was treading water and chasing after a 7th or an 8th seed on the back end of the Eastern Conference playoffs. Not so much anymore. With Giannis Antetokounmpo leading the charge, the opportunity for the Bucks to do some damage in the playoffs is here.
Clock at 4. Here's Burke. Off the left rim and out. Milwaukee has gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Snell kicks to Dellavedova. Takes the 3. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt. And there's always pressure when you have a superstar player, Brent. And the Bucks are trying to capitalize on that window right now.
And I think Giannis, even though he's young, understands that great players are judged on how far they can push their teams. What type of postseason success can the Milwaukee Bucks have around what it is that Giannis can bring to the table? He wants to retire in a Bucks uniform. He's said that before, but winning makes that decision a lot easier. And maybe with the coaching change, they'll get there.
From the arc, the offensive rebound. Off the mark, his first miss of the game, 1 for 2. And now, here's Hezonja. He's guarded closely. Here's Knox. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Malcolm Brogdon's checked in for Milwaukee. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Moutier's checked in.
One shot, gentlemen.
You look at the New York Knicks, desperate to compete again and get themselves back into the playoffs. Remember, 1973, their last championship year, with the likes of Willis Reed, Walt Frazier, Earl the Pearl Monroe. Maybe they could use a couple of those guys now.
The shot by Brogdon, no good.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And stolen by Ilyasova. Passes it to Snell. There's 31 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. We've seen him miss a couple from the line so far, going 2 for 4.
At the line for 2.
Two shot.
First one falls for him. And so Snell nails both of them. We've got 28 seconds left in the first half of the game. Now here's Moutier. He's guarded by Brogdon. Vonleh, the pass to Hardaway. Back to Vonleh. Shot clock at 6. Hezonja kicks to Moutier. Drops in the tray. Moutier's got 6 here in this quarter.
Have to appreciate how comfortable Moutier looked taking that one. Released it as soon as he caught it.
For three, Brogdon. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks with a 21-point lead to end the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Chris Middleton. Chris, it seemed like you all were dictating tempo in the first half. How did you do that?
Okay, we're getting the styles, grabbing the rebound now, just trying to push it, try to get the best shot available.
Problem solved in transition. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hi again, everyone. I'm Ernie Johnson, sitting alongside the Diesel and the Jet. Welcome to the Halftime Show on 2K Sports. It was a big-time first quarter for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 32 points, 6 assists, and also 3 steals. Kenny, your thoughts on the Bucks' first half?
They looked like they were playing an easy game of pitch and catch out there. The playmakers and finishers were in sync on every level. The assist disparity, now that was big. Now that's the reason why it's a blowout right now, and they play well.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on New York?
Not pretty to watch how they get torched in the low post, Ernie. When they were playing defense in the post, you know me, Ernie. Barbecue chicken alert, barbecue chicken alert. This team is going to have to up the pressure, play more physical in the second half, start a fight, throw some bowls, let's go.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
Welcome back to Milwaukee, Wisconsin, the buildings of downtown reflecting off the gentle waters of beautiful Lake Michigan. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one. He's been everywhere.
Yeah, and through 2 quarters, he's been lights out. And you know he's going to look to add to those totals.
And defensively, hard to force him out of the rhythm at this point because he has a number of ways with which he can beat you.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Middleton and Giannis. Oh,
Yikes.
Wow.
Oh, I would love to see Giannis in the dunk contest. Wouldn't that be sweet, Kevin?
Mm-hmm. And that last replay, courtesy of the Under Armour Hover Havoc, unleashing a little bit of chaos. Ntilikina passes to Knox. Banked in off the glass. Knox has got 9.
Beautiful timing, execution, great move to the rack.
Here's Henson, and John Henson with the slam.
Coaching staff has to like that ball movement, and it began with Bledsoe.
Here's Ntilikina. Pass to Lee. He feeds it to Cantor. Shoots over Henson, and there's Cantor on the assist by Lee. 6 points for Enes Kanter.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Antetokounmpo can't get it to go. Knicks trail by 21. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. And now in transition is Bledsoe. Here we go. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
A moment here to see some numbers for Eric Bledsoe. A very nice season for him last year. Put up about 17 points a game, just over 2 steals and 5 assists. And he's a real threat defensively. You look at his steals during this stretch, always lurking for the smallest mistake.
And he's causing a lot of those mistakes, too. He's just harassing you 94 feet and does not give you an inch.
He misses the free throw.
Well, there's one thing the Bucks have, and that's an abundance of players with tremendous length. It can make it very difficult on offenses to try to find lanes and gaps and seams to get in there and score. So the tighter they are defensively, the more disruptive the Bucks could be.
And the second free throw, good. And the Bucks embracing the trends towards long, versatile players.
Yes, this idea of positionless basketball has been something that's been a construct of the Bucks and their roster through recent seasons. The key is translating that into a much tighter, much cohesive defense.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
This guy upping his scoring average every year. Tonight's effort's only going to increase the chances of Giannis to do that again, maybe this season.
Here's Ntilikina. Drills it from outside. Ntilikina's got 7.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
And the double up on Antetokounmpo. Pass to Ilyasova. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got assist number 7 for him tonight. For New York, they've gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. And the pass to Vonleh. Kicks it to Kanter. Shoots over Henson. Kanter's shot is off.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Down low, Middleton, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Eric Bledsoe concentrating right now on dishing it out, trying to find some of his open teammates.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
Well, Chris Middleton is such a versatile scorer, and because he has the ability to put the ball down on the floor, sometimes defenders are not as willing to close out to him, but last year was in the 74th percentile in spot-up jump shots. He can be devastating from there.
Passes to Vonleh. Inside. Stolen by Henson. And Antetokounmpo with the basket on the assist from Eric Bledsoe. Bledsoe's got 5 assists in the game. Here's Ntilikina. He has 7. Looking to end the run, and it's good on the layup. He's got 11.
Well, if they're going to win this game, he's going to require just a little bit of help. Many of the shots he's taking are finding the hoop.
Back to Bledsoe. And another basket for Milwaukee.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
The Knicks have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. Vonleh kicks to Ntilikina. But they'll get another chance. And again, New York turns it over. Here's a look at what's coming up for New York. On Wednesday, they'll be facing Hassan Whiteside and the Miami Heat. And then on Friday, they'll be playing against Draymond Green and the Golden State Warriors.
And that game against the Pacers, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
Plenty of daylight on that shot. Bledsoe's got 6 here in this quarter.
Eric Bledsoe continues to work on that range to get more consistent. That time knocks down the 3.
Kanter kicks to Lee. Back to Kanter, and there's the foul. It goes on Ilyasova. That's his first foul. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Ilyasova. Baker, he's checked in for New York. And there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
Stolen by Henson.
Guys, hard enough to win in this league, but when you continue to hurt yourself because of miscues, it makes it all the more difficult.
And here are the Knicks now. Ntilikina kicks to Baker. Pass to Ntilikina. Shot clock at 6. He swipes the ball away again. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end.
The offensive rebound. New York's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Here's Baker. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Milwaukee with the rebound. Antetokounmpo's got 6 rebounds here tonight. It's rebounded by New York. Vonleh's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Milwaukee making a switch here. Dellavedova's checked in. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Burke, he's checked in for Frank Ntilikina. Bucks have gotten 8 of their 11 shots to drop since the break. A great third quarter for them offensively.
Well, that can become a reliable shot for Bledsoe, getting to the mid-range and a little separation. That can help.
Burke kicks to Vonleh. And they get it. And there's Enes Kanter on the assist by Vonleh. 8 points for Enes Kanter.
Not sure you can ask for a better look. He can make those shots while sleeping.
Now here's Burke. He's guarded closely. Here's Lee. And that one goes long. Milwaukee's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. To the paint, and Antetokounmpo slams it in.
You know how you want to tell people don't let Giannis get too close? Well, one step past half court, he's too close.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Lee kicks to Kanter. Now here's Burke, guarded by Bledsoe. Good on the bucket. Burke's got 10. Milwaukee has gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc, 6 of 15.
He keeps finding great shots out there, and the opportunities are turning up roses.
Pass to Vonleh. Kanter controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Yeah, maybe the shot selection in the first half took him out of a rhythm, but in the second half, he's making everything.
Shots good by Bledsoe.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And it's Burke with the ball for the Knicks. Lee outside. Kanter with it. He's got 10. He kicks it to Burke. Shot clock at 6. Goes up from the top of the key. The shot, no good. The Bucks go the other way with it. And there's the pass to Dellavedova. And that one comes up a bit short.
Yeah, the defense cannot afford to be that lazy. You got to be up on the shooters at all times, especially at the mid-range.
Passes it to Bledsoe. Here's Antetokounmpo. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. Antetokounmpo's got 44.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Burke kicks to Kanter. New York moving the ball around. Here's Antetokounmpo. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That's on Enes Kanter.
Great to see Antetokounmpo going strong inside. At times, the D has no choice but to foul him.
He's been spending quite a bit of time at the foul line. This is trip number 6.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Antetokounmpo.
Now we can talk about it over and over again, Kevin. Antetokounmpo combines size and versatility in ways we just haven't seen, at least up until the Greek Freak's arrival.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Thon Maker's checked in for Henson. Tony Snell comes in for Pat Connaughton. And Malcolm Brogdon subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. and he can't hit the second. For New York, they've gone 7 of 13 in the third quarter so far, just above 50%. And I'll tell you, Brent, a lot of distractions for the Knicks over the last few years.
Well, quite a number of coaching changes, obvious changes to the front office, so that means you're turning in a different direction. And some people in the Knicks organization really having a hard time just getting along with one another.
And just keeping his teammates involved. This is the kind of leadership you like to see.
Well, you could trademark this brand of basketball, running through the progressions and working around for decent looks.
Left side, Antetokounmpo. And they double up Antetokounmpo. Here's Maker, and there are the Bucks with another bucket.
Playing with confidence, becoming more crucial for Thon Maker at this stage of his career. Good job shooting off the pass.
And here's Moutier. 8 points for him. Robinson dishes to Hardaway. Poked loose. Pass to Hazanya. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The rebound by Brogdon.
And forcing the miss there. He just knows how to pressure you defensively.
You hear a lot about rim protection. This is a good example of how valuable it can be.
New York's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Now here's Moutier. On the wing, Hardaway. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Hardaway has got 5 points so far. Milwaukee's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Dellavedova kicks to Antetokounmpo. The feed now to Maker. And the dunk by Maker.
Well, he can just see over the defense. The eyes to spot the open man. Giannis flourishing right now as a facilitator.
Moutier finds Robinson. Outside Hardaway. And a miss there on the triple. Milwaukee's gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. They're 6 of 15. And it's Antetokounmpo, top of the key. Not going to go that time. Some solid defense from Robinson. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Pass to Maker. Shoots a 3. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
Now here's Moutier, defended by Dellavedova. Robinson passes to Hardaway, and he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
Just a little lackluster so far with his effort. He's been very limited due to his poor shooting.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
To stop the run. The rebound by the Bucks.
Well, that's a shot right there he's going to hit 9 times out of 10. We just saw the 10% he doesn't make.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. Matthew Dellavedova won a title with the Cleveland Cavs back in 2016. The Australian, one of the league's high-effort players, certainly, Brent, a motor that does not stop.
They always talk about just how scrappy he is, willing to get out there and compete and do the dirty work. That's where Delly ends up paying off the most. Guys like him help establish a really good culture of hard work and competitiveness.
2 shots.
That's good from Antetokounmpo. The Knicks making a switch here. Knox is checked in. So he gets them both. And here are the Knicks now. Moutier kicks to Hardaway. Inside. Here's Knox. He's got 11. They can't stop the run with that one. Brogdon finds Antetokounmpo. Here's Snell. With 2 seconds left. Good on the shot. Snell's got 8 points. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching them today. They've had active hands and have forced a lot of turnovers in this one. We'll return shortly. Let's listen in on what Mike Budenholzer had to say to his team in the huddle.
Let's do it again for this quarter, 0-0. Same effort, same mentality. Keep pushing it. Keep moving the ball. Keep cutting.
Well, Mike likes how they're working the ball right now.
And, you know, Coach highlighted it's a brand new quarter. They need to play with the same fire.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And New York, looking at who they've got, we've got Knox. He's out there with Robinson. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Moutier. And it's Dotson in at the 2 spot.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Back to Brogdon. There's the pass to Wilson. And not sure what he was thinking there. The Knicks shooting 43% from the field. Now here's Hardaway. He's covered closely. Here's Moutier. From down in the low post, it goes.
So much of a floater is about balance and control, and Moutier had that on display in spades.
Wilson the pass to Ilyasova. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Well, Brent, we're seeing the Hack-a-Shack targets improve their free throw shooting. Rules changes might curb the strategy, though, going forward.
Well, it's been nice to see that NBA players have worked on a weakness of theirs, free throw shooting in particular, to be better and be somebody who can stay on the floor to impact your team's winning. We saw that last year, Andre Drummond being a prime example. The other thing, Kevin, that we've seen too is coaches having to implement strategies, not just to do the hacking, but in terms of their substitutions and who's on the floor. So interesting thought processes from both ends, but mostly go shoot some free throws, guys.
Yeah, practice.
Practice.
And he sinks the second.
Yeah, Ilyasova with the height of a big man. He's very much at ease and has a great release.
Here's Moutier. It's good from long range. Moutier's got 5 points now this quarter. Milwaukee has gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. Here's Wilson. The shot missing. And New York the other way now. To the middle. Stolen by Brogdon. Passes it to Wilson. Kicks to Snell. Baseline jumper. And again, the Bucks miss. For New York, they've gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the 4th quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Now here is Hardaway. Not a lot of room. Just 5 to shoot. Unloads from 13. The rebound by the Bucks. Ilyasova's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Here's Snell, guarded by Hardaway. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Players are talking about the new sports science. Better sleep, recovery after lifting, playing, traveling, whatever it is. They say it's making a difference. What do you think?
I think it only makes a difference if the guys put it into practice, Kevin. Like as much information as they can hand out in a team meeting and sort of give you directives about how it is you should rest and when it is you can get your sleep. Players won't see those benefits unless they're as disciplined as they are with trying to get better in the offseason as they are with making sure that they get proper rest to be at their athletic best for competition.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Brown comes in for Ilyasova. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Brogdon. He hits the second from the line. Here's Baker. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Robinson, that's good.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Connaughton kicks to Wilson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
That's his third personal foul. At the line for your Bucks, Sterling Brown. Taking 2 shots.
2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. Commissioner Adam Silver has balanced his comments between wanting parity, Brent, and recognizing there are always going to be super teams. Is there middle ground there?
Is there middle ground?
I don't know.
I don't think so. You would like to have some of the teams just be more competitive than they are, but some of the creative, circuitous routes that teams have taken to put themselves into position to get better, younger talent has decimated.
What do you call that?
I don't have a term for it.
Okay.
I don't like the one that's used, so
Yeah.
I don't have a term for it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just call it setting yourself up for the future, Kevin.
Looking ahead.
Yes, exactly. So I just don't think you'll ever get it. You do hope that some of the starving franchises do have some success for the fans who have they've had to bear a lot. So you root for them.
To the inside. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Robinson. Oh, and here we go. Knox has got it. The fast break chance. That's his 7th miss in 12 shot attempts. Here's Connaughton. Sinks the three-pointer.
And when you're down this many points, hard to justify leaving a good shooter that wide open.
Truer words never spoken. Breakdown on the perimeter, D, and the communication severely lacking there.
And there's the foul. It's on Tony Snell. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second personal foul.
Here's Dotson. Here's Knox. That one falls.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Milwaukee's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Here's Connaughton. Game is so wide open now, Brent. Such a great pace. Does that put more strain on bigger players? Physically.
I think it's putting strain on everybody. I think last year we saw...
regardless of size.
Yeah, injuries to every position, to key guys at every position. I think that some of the physical motions that players have to perform in games because they're covering more ground and in susceptible positions, it's happening to everybody. The issue with the big guys, Kevin, is they're not playing. Less of them are getting more important time on the floor, so it's a strain on everybody.
Now here's Burke. Defense right on him. Here's Robinson. Milwaukee with the rebound. Here's Snell to the wing on the left. DiVincenzo. Burke covering. DiVincenzo. No good that time.
And you got to give him credit there. Great effort to contest that shot.
Well, I love the fact that they put the security system on their house, protecting the paint there.
Here's Robinson. Makes it off the glass.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And so it's Milwaukee with it. To the left wing. And that one's good from Connaughton. Connaughton's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, he's like a carpenter out there. Great floor awareness. Zipping the ball over to his teammates with ease.
Here's Knox. There's no longer a home and road designation as far as light and dark jerseys. Is that an issue at all? I mean,
not really. It's a little off-putting some games where you just flip on and your
trying
brain
to figure out where they are. Exactly.
Where is this game being played?
Yes.
But with how many alternate jerseys last year teams had and specialty jerseys they had, it's a lot of fun to see the apparel companies paint a different picture on the floor.
Robinson dishes to Burke. The shot, no good. And Milwaukee will come the other way. That's tipped. Brown right side. He kicks to Snell. Tries it from the top of the key. And again, it's Milwaukee converting. The Knicks have gotten more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12. Pass to Knox. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
Look, if they want any shot at winning this game, he has to be better out there.
Here's Connaughton. Five on the clock. 16 feet away. Burke grabs the miss. And so it's Burke who brings up the ball for the New York Knicks. Baker passes to Burke. Back to Baker. They need this one. Rebounded by Snell. Snell's got his 4th rebound in this one. Down low, here's Connaughton, and it's in there. New York's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Baker kicks to Robinson. Dishes to Burke. Pass to Dotson. Over Brown. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. For Milwaukee, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter. The league and players union, Brent, both have expressed supporting guys who express their views and social concerns. You like that?
I think it's amazing the way the league has backed some of the avenues with which players have used their voices.
Embraced.
Well, extending well beyond just saying things, Kevin, because we know actions speak louder than words, and there are so many guys around our league that do important philanthropic work, but the fact that the league supports all of those things, the fact that you see Adam Silver show up at some of these events, or that there's press releases from the league office about some of the things guys are doing. There's amazing cohesion when it comes to the league and its players, because they understand that everything that they're doing has such a significant impact in the communities in which they live in and around the game with which we all love.
Well said. Now Burke. Baker in the corner. A floater. Here's Knox. No good with the fallback jumper.
You know, not sure if it's him or the defense, but just something's off tonight.
Well, something in this frame for sure, but when you're out of rhythm, sometimes it's better to play the role of being the facilitator.
Wilson the pass to Connaughton. And there's a minute 45 left in the fourth quarter. Burke kicks to Baker. Here's Knox. We hear a lot about small market teams being anxious about retaining their own star players. Is that overblown, or do you think there is reason for concern on their part?
Do we think that players are not going to get recognized if they play in a small market by the national media, if they're one of the best players?
Well, look Oklahoma City, look at Milwaukee with Antetokounmpo. I mean, they're all getting recognized.
Yeah, I think these ideas have gone by the wayside for a lot of players, and they want the best opportunity for their playing and their best opportunity to shine, no matter where that is. So it's a bit of an archaic argument, in my opinion, Kevin, the way it is that we see guys nowadays, and take the small market thing out about it. There's one market, it's called the NBA.
For Milwaukee, they've gone only 6 of 14 from the field in the fourth.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Bucks.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And every win important, and this one will go down as win number 3.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And the way he was able to dice up their D with his passing really made things easy for everyone else on his team.
And the Bucks making a change here. Snell's checked in. .40 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Moutier kicks to Thomas. The pass to Robinson. He dishes it to Moutier. Inside, Thomas. Off on the layup. And it's Dellavedova with the ball. He brings it up for the Bucks. Passes it to Snell. Back to Dellavedova. Here's Snell. Hazonia defending. It's stolen by Moutier. And a fast break now for New York. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And the athleticism on display there by Moutier gave the defense very little choice, really hacking him on the shot.
2 shots.
2 shots.
And the first one drops.
And still trying to find his footing in the league, Moutier must show improvement in his shooting moving forward.
And he makes both free throws. And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Eric Bledsoe. Eric, a strong performance tonight. What's been the difference?
We getting out in transition, trying to get defensive stops, and everybody's just playing their game.
And it showed tonight, Eric. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. See you next time.